Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel for the Synapse series, where we will be covering all the real-time project scenarios. Okay, so let's get started. So in this particular video, we will talk about how we can parameterize an existing web service. Okay, so when I say parameterize, let's try to understand what parameterization is first of all. Okay, so parameterization means replacing or replacing hard-coded values with the parameter expression in your code. Okay, what does it mean actually? It means, let's say you have a user ID, name is, yes, you have a user ID, let's say SA, okay, and you have created this link services for this particular user. Now, if you want, let's say, but in the later on, you want different type of user to log in, right? Let's say LA or MA or anything, right? Now, what you have to do is, in that case, either you can create multiple link services for different users, or you can just replace this hard-coded value with a parameter. Okay, and this value of this parameter will be passed by the users at runtime. Okay, so let's say now user is saying that I want to connect with SA. This value will be passed to this particular location. Okay, and then based on the inputs, it will connect to SA. If user says LA, it will connect to LA. If user says MA, it will connect to MA, right? So based on the user inputs at runtime, it will change the user ID here, and it will go and connect to that particular storage account or the resource. Okay, so that's what parameterization is. It means we are removing the hard-coded values, replacing hard-coded values with a parameter expression in your code. That's what is parameterization. So instead of hard-coding values, you can pass them as a parameter when you run your code and deploy your configuration. Okay, so I hope it is clear now. But why we need parameterization? What is the use? So as I was saying, right, in the last, when I was talking about the last slide, right, that multiple users wanted to connect it. And for all those users, the user ID is different, right? So basically, you are using the same line of code or same type of configuration with different values, which will actually help you for the reusability because you are reusing that structure, that configuration, that code, right? It is flexible now, right? Because multiple persons use it based on their inputs. Security, because you are removing all hard-coded values. You don't have to keep your user ID and password in it. Simplification, you don't have to remember different type of link services, different type of storage names, different type of processes, right? You know that this is link services which is used to connect to storage account for different users or different storage accounts based on the name you will provide. So you just have to remember only one link service and we have to parameterize it. That's it. Okay, now I'll show you some high level process how you can do it. So if you see here, you need to navigate to your Synapse workspace. You need to select author, then manage tab, and then click on link services. Select the link service which you want to add. Parameterize, just click on edit button. Locate the fields that you want to parameterize. Replace the values with the parameter expression. Okay. For example, if you want to parameterize the connection string of a SQL Server link service, replace that connection string with the following expression, right? So here, when I'm saying this expression, it means that I will be passing the values from the pipeline as a parameter, and the parameter name is this one. Okay. Once the changes are done, we'll publish it. Don't worry about this expression as of now. We'll take a look later. So once you are done with the changes, you need to publish it, and that's it. You're good to go. So the main steps here are basically to locate the fields which you want to parameterize and replace their values with a parameter expression. So let's see how we can do it. Let me switch over to my workspace. Where is that? Yeah, there you go. Let me delete this try. Yeah. So basically, you can see here we have 4 link services already available in my workspace. Okay, and none of them is being used till now because we are just creating it as of now. We are not using it. So the first one is your link service for the ADLS. Okay, Azure Data Lake Storage. And if you see here, it is hard coded. It is saying that I will connect with this particular storage account. If I test connection, it will allow me to storage test connect with it, right? But if you see, this value is hard coded here. Now I want to replace this value. Let's say in the future, if another storage account is there with some other name, let's say YT Synapse, ADLS1, ADLS2, ADLS3, like that, right? I have multiple ADLS accounts or storage accounts. I want to connect with them. I don't have to create different type of link services over here. I can use it. How? By parameterizing this value. So let's see how we can parameterize this specific set of value. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this specific set of value. So to parameterize it, there is a parameter section here inside it. You need to click on this, select one parameter and say storage account name, let's say. Okay, or storage, or whatever you want to write, that is fine. Okay, so storage account name, I'll keep it as it is. And value, let's keep it blank for the time being, and let's try to replace it. Okay, so to replace it, what you can do is the better ways, maybe, because this way you might do some mistakes. So just copy this way. Okay, I have copied that URL. So I think I forget to copy that URL. Let me copy this URL. Okay, what I will do, I'll use this parameter. I'll paste this parameter value. Now I know I need to replace this particular hard-coded value with this parameterized thing. Okay. So what I will do, I will use curly braces. Okay. Where am I writing? Yeah, it's taking time, not sure why. Yeah. And then another link parameters. Little bit slow. Okay. And then I'll just change this. I'll use this, or what I'll do, I'll cut it from here and I'll change it to here. And that's it. We are good to go. Okay. So what I have done is I have replaced that value with this particular parameter. Okay. Now, if I try to test it, it will ask me to pass the storage account name. Let me open that name. Yeah, this is the name. And you can pass it over here. So now if you see at the runtime, it will ask me which storage account you wanted to connect. And I have given it, and it's allowing me a proper connection, successful connection, right? So that's how it works here. I'll save it, and that's it. We are good to go. You can publish it. In the same way, just to demonstrate you one more thing, maybe for one more link service, what you can do, you can use what I will do, I'll use this one as well. This is for my SQL Server on-prem database. Okay, here I have database name, authentication type, SA, password, right? I can parameterize all these things. I can create multiple parameters. Okay, so let's say I'll say this one, database name. Another one, let's say user name. And let's say I have one more, let's say password. Okay. Okay, you can also select the type, which kind of value you will be passing. Okay, password, I don't want to do it because it will be visible to you guys. I know you can do it. Okay, so I'll just parameterize these two things and I'll show you how you can do it. Even you can parameterize the server name as well. Okay, sorry. Server name. Okay, and you can reuse it basically. So let's try to replace these values now with the parameters. So this is my server name. I'll keep it as it is. Then database name, again, change it. And then username. Okay. And password I'll keep hard-coded. You can replace this one as well. I'll just keep it for this particular video. Okay. But in the same way, you can do that one as well. So let's test this connection and see. Now it's asking you all these three informations. Let me pass it. Server name, this one, database name, this one, and username is SA. Okay. And let's see if it works. So this is done, right? So I have parameterized, not completely this one because password is still hard coded. I can do it with this one again. You can use it here. I'll just show you guys. And I'll pass some wrong value so that you will understand. Oh, yeah, sorry. Let's say one new parameter. Yes, new password string, and let's replace it with the password as connection. It will ask me to pass the password here. See, it is visible. That's the reason I'm not using it, but I'll pass some wrong values in it. Let's say this is that, something like that. And okay, it should fail this time because the password is incorrect. Right? So if I pass the correct password, let's say I wanted to remove this hard-coded value, how you can do it? You can just simply click on delete, remove this particular parameter here, and pass this value here. If you pass the correct password over there as well, it should work. The only thing is I don't want to make it visible. And that's it. You're good to go. So that is how you can parameterize your link service in Synapse. Even the same code you can use in ADF as well. So I hope this video will be helpful for you guys. Thanks for watching this video. Bye.